Welcome back. Today's story, The Sage and the Mouse. There lived a sage in a hut in a dense forest. Every day the animals of the forest came to him and listened to his spiritual preaching. The sage would tell them the good things of life. Like the other animals, there was a little mouse who came to the sage daily to listen to his sermons. One day, while the mouse was collecting berries for the sage, he was attacked by a big cat who was watching him from behind the thick bushes. The mouse was scared and he ran back to the sage. There the mouse narrated the whole story. In the meantime, the cat too arrived and requested the sage to allow him kill his prey. The sage was in a dilemma. He thought for a moment and then, with his divine powers, transformed the mouse into a bigger cat. Seeing a huge cat before him, the other cat ran away. Now, transformed into a cat, he became fearless. He began to roam around in the forest, mewed loudly to frighten other smaller animals. He fought with other cats to take revenge and also killed many of them. As usual, days passed by. The mouse was happy being a cat when suddenly one day a fox pounced on him and scared him. He saved himself and ran back to the sage and narrated the story. The fox followed the cat and said to the sage, "He is my prey, let me kill him." Seeing the plight of the mouse, this time the sage transformed the mouse into a bigger fox. Seeing a big fox before him, the other fox ran away. Again, the mouse had a much better and fearless life after he turned into a fox. But his happiness was short-lived. As a fox, he was moving around, but suddenly from nowhere, a tiger pounced on him. He somehow managed to escape from the tiger's claws and ran back to the sage. The sage took pity on the mouse and this time transformed him into a tiger. Seeing a bigger tiger, the other tiger fled. Since the mouse was transformed into a tiger, he became ferocious. He started killing animals and ran havoc in the jungle. Being a tiger, the mouse realized he had become very powerful and started behaving like the king of the forest. But at the back of his mind, the mouse kept worrying and thought, what if one day, for some reason or the other, the sage becomes angry with me and brings me back to my original status? Ultimately, one day he decided and went to the sage, roaring loudly. He said to the sage, "I am hungry. I want to eat you so that I can enjoy all those divine powers which you have. Allow me to kill you." Hearing his words, the sage became very angry. Sensing the tiger's evil design, he immediately transformed the tiger back to the original mouse. The worst had happened, which the mouse had already thought. The mouse realized his folly, but it was too late. He apologized to the saint for his evil actions and requested him to change him again into a tiger. But the sage drove the mouse away. Moral of the story: however great one may become, one should never forget where he came from. Like, share and subscribe to this channel. See you again. Bye.